Evening, today I'll be explaining the bonds, type of bonds with my models. So firstly, we have ionic bonding. I chose sodium chloride. So ionic bonding happens when electrons are transferred from one atom to another, and they usually happen between a metal, in this case sodium, and they lose the electrons, and a non-metal, which in this case is chlorine, and they always gain the electrons from the metals. So sodium is part of group 1, so it only has one valence electron, and chlorine has 7 valence electrons. So chlorine only needs one more electron to complete its octet rule, right? So sodium gives away its electron to chlorine, so it completes its octet rule. And since the only valence electron from this outer shell disappeared, it was given away, the outer shell is now empty, and it will then move down one more shell before it, which already would have a complete octet rule. Okay, so how is this related to electronegativity? So what exactly is electronegativity? It is how strongly an atom attracts electrons. Okay, so low electronegativity means that it gives away electrons easily, and high electronegativity means the opposite. It does not give away electrons easily. So sodium has a low electronegativity compared to chlorine, so meaning the difference in the electronegativity is very large, meaning one atom, of course, will take electrons from the other, which leads to these ionic bonds. So next, so one property linked to the ionic bonds. So these bonds make compounds with high melting points, because the positive and negative ions are strongly attracted. Okay, so next we have my covalent bonding. In this case, I choose H2O, water. So covalent bonding happens when the atoms share electrons, and they usually happen between non-metals. So the difference in electronegativity between them are small. Okay, so they share electrons fairly, which leads to this covalent bond. So hydrogen has one electron, and it needs one more to complete this duet rule. And oxygen has 6 valence electrons, meaning it needs 2 more. So they fairly share the electrons. So H shares electron to O, and O shares electron to H also, and these work for both hydrogens. So they both complement each other, because now they all complete the octet and duet rule. Okay, so covalent bonds can make molecules with low melting points. So just like this, water has a low melting point, 100 degrees Celsius. Or they can also make giant structures with high melting points, like diamond. Okay, so lastly, my metallic bonding, I chose beryllium. So metallic bonding happens when metal atoms release electrons that move freely in a sea of electrons, as they call it, around positive metal ions, in which this case the positive metal ions are my coins, and the electrons are these small beads. So the electronegativity is low, but the ions in the metallic bonding have a low electronegativity. So atoms give up electrons easily, making them delocalized. So they're allowed to move freely, which explains why metals can conduct electricity. So that's it. Thank you.